Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 4 of the NFL season. It's a week that's already started off with a bit of a stinker. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Tennessee Titans game got postponed due to the Tennessee Titans having a little bit of a COVID outbreak within their facilities. But nonetheless, we still have a weekend and week really that's filled with 15 great games. And the first one that we're going to start with is the Denver Broncos New York Jets game. I see the Jets taking this handedly. The Denver Broncos flat out don't have a quarterback. I believe it was reported that Brett Ripien is going to be the starter next week, or for tonight's game, actually. You can't win a game with Brett Ripien as your starting quarterback, no matter how bad of a team you're going against. So I have the Jets winning this one handedly by about 2 scores. I have the Colts taking down the Bears by about 10 points in Nick Foles' starting debut for the Bears. Joe Burrow gets his first win against Gardner Minshew and the Jaguars. The Dallas Cowboys take down Baker Mayfield and the Browns. And Drew Brees and Matt Stafford get into a little bit of a shootout in Detroit. However, I have Drew Brees taking that game by 4 points in Detroit. I do want to issue a quick apology to Chicago Bears fans. I know that this is supposedly supposed to be the Nick Foles era in Chicago, but if you watched my video yesterday, you'd understand why I think this Bears team has no chance of really winning. If you just watched the video yesterday, you know my stance on this Nick Foles era in Chicago. And Indianapolis' defense, even though they've gone against a poor offense in New York, they only allowed 7 points last week and scored over 30. So there's a chance this could even end up being a blowout for the Colts, but I still have them winning by about a touchdown or more. Looking at the next 5 games, I have a couple of double-digit wins for the Seahawks, Ravens, and Cardinals. And I also have a couple of field goal wins for both the Chargers and Texans. The Chargers and Texans are both teams who need to get their season put on the right track if they want to make the playoffs. And teams like the Seahawks, Ravens, and Cardinals are all three going against teams who they should handedly beat by about 10 to 15 points. It would probably be major upsets if their opponents ended up actually winning. But for the Texans and Chargers, this is more about a week for them to get on track. The Texans are 0-3, the Chargers are 1-2. And if the Chargers were to take down a very good Buccaneers team with Justin Herbert at quarterback, it could very well lead to the question of whether or not Justin Herbert should start for the rest of the year. And it's kind of a bad situation for Tyrod Taylor, seeing as his team doctor is the one that injured him. But nonetheless, this would be a great win for both the Chargers and Texans, and it should be blowout wins for the Seahawks, Ravens, and Cardinals. And here are the last 5 games of the week. I have the Rams, Chiefs, Bills, 49ers, and Falcons in an upset over the Packers in these last 5 games. Both the Niners and Falcons both have offenses that are definitely better than their opponents. Atlanta with Julio back, with Calvin Ridley playing in full stride, and with a third receiver in Russell Gage, who has been capable of going over 100 yards in a game. Mixed with Todd Gurley, looks like he's getting his stride back. Hayden Hurst has been a solid replacement for Austin Hooper in that offense. So I have the Falcons taking down the Packers, and probably what many people would think as the biggest upset of the year. Atlanta also has to get back on track in terms of if they want to make the playoffs or not in a very tough division. So this will be the game for them to get back on track with a 35-27 win over the Packers in Green Bay. For the Rams and Chiefs, they really are going up against offenses that are inferior to them. New England's defense is very good to the point where they possibly only hold the Kansas City Chiefs to 30 points. But Kansas City's offense is so explosive and volatile that they could very easily go for 50 points any given week. That's just how good their offense is. So going into the game with that mindset, you have to think the Kansas City Chiefs are putting up 30 to 40 points easily. And I don't know if Cam Newton's Patriots can do that, given the fact that they have very limited weapons on the outside. The 49ers are going up against a Philadelphia Eagles team who is inconsistent, to say the least. And San Francisco went into last week's game without Jimmy Garoppolo, their starting corner or quarterback, and won by almost 30 points. And that was also without, their multiple stars on defense like Joey Bosa, Solomon Thomas, many guys. So San Francisco is, I think, easily going to win this game. I think what the score is going to show is not how wide of a margin the game actually was, especially given Carson Wentz's, turnover issues so far this year. So I have the 49ers winning this one handedly. And I have the Buffalo Bills taking down the Las Vegas Raiders in what possibly could be an overtime game with a field goal ending it for the Bills. But Josh Allen so far has been pretty much perfect for the Buffalo Bills. Derek Carr has practically been perfect as well. He had a tough game last week against the Patriots, but there's a very good chance that, this game goes either way. But I do have Josh Allen and the Bills pulling this one out late in the end of the game. So with all of that being said, that's going to be my predictions for the week. If I have your favorite team losing and you think they should win, let me know why down in the comments. Again, this is just my predictions. I am in no sort of way a perfectionist when it comes to predicting games. It's just my predictions again. But again, if you think your favorite team should win, just let me know why in the comments. If you like the content that I've been putting out, make sure you hit subscribe. I try to, put out as many videos as possible. And if you like the video, make sure you hit like. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Any feedback from you guys at this point is much appreciated, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.